Marcus Conti reporting on the greatest thing in the world right here. The greatest place in the world to be right now is the ocean. It's a foggy day here in Far Rockaway, New York. It's actually Queens, but listen to that glorious sound of the ocean. Wow. The waves were a little bigger, maybe a half an hour ago. They were surf was up. I saw a couple of surfers down here surfing away. So I'm here in Queens. This is Far Rockaway. I don't know the zip code, but you can look it up on the map. And connecting with nature. That's what this one. That's what this video is about. And if you see the video before these, the three-part series of this, I was on my way, and the gentleman decided to lose his mind over the mask rule. So watch that. This mask war in New York is really a fucking problem, if you ask me. But when you're down here on the beach, nothing is a problem. It's just one with the surf and sea. So, just going to speed read a little bit of the news. Joe Biden labeled Trump an absolute fool for poking fun at Biden wearing a mask on Memorial Day. Good old Trump. And you see the picture of Joe Biden with his he's got his black mask on, right? Fucking nut job, right? And listen to what he said. This is the leader. This is a guy trying to lead the free world, right? Joe Biden saying this. He's saying this about Trump. He says, he's a fool, an absolute fool to talk that way, says Joe Biden. I mean, listen to how ridiculous. Listen to how fucking ridiculous Joe Biden. I mean, every leading doctor in the world is saying we should wear a mask when in a crowd, especially when, you're going to be in a position when you're going to get inadvertently closer than 12 feet to someone. What a fucking jackass. You see how he's changing the rules? Now it's 12 feet. Joe Biden says, oh, no, he didn't hear the 6-foot rule. Now it's 12 feet. Joe Biden says 12 feet to someone. Quote, it just cost people lives. It cost 100,000 lives. Oh, what a putz. Oh my God. Just inaugurate Trump already. He already won, right? This is where it's coming from, right? This is where it's coming from. You have a divide now in the country over who's wearing a mask and who isn't wearing a mask. And the statistics, the evidence suggests that wearing a mask will give you carbon dioxide poisoning. Possibly. But definitely breathing in your own air is not a good idea. No fresh air. So that's the next, I would say that's the next health crisis to evolve. Decreasing one's immune system by sucking up their own air. So what else did Biden say? He's saying directly that the mask thing costs 100,000 lives. What a quote. This is great too. This is what he said, Biden, saying this about Trump. Saying this about the mask. What it presents is leadership. The mask is leadership, according to Joe Biden. Presidents are supposed to lead, not engage in folly, and be falsely masculine. Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up, man. We are living in crazy times. Crazy times, man. I'm on the beach right now. It's not closed. There's nobody here. You're allowed to sit on the beach. I just saw a couple of surfers crawl out of the water. I just talked to 2 police officers over there, having a conversation about how ridiculous it is to wear masks. And I poked into the conversation. I didn't turn the camera on them, and they said, yeah, you're just sitting there breathing in carbon dioxide. Oh, wow, that was my report. So the mask wars, it's raging, man. People are losing their minds, man. That guy on the boat today was crazy, right? I had the mask on. I'll give you the background. I was outside on the roof. I was outside on the top of the boat, sitting outside, and then it was a little windy and it was a little cold, so I went inside. And, my nose is running, my fucking glasses are fogged, right? It was drizzling a little bit, so I sat down quickly. He was like, "Put your mask on! Cover your face! Cover your face! Cover your face!" So I ignored him, right? I ignored him like I couldn't hear him, right? So then what happened? That's what I said. Oh, this guy's going to be good. He's a good specimen. Let me pull out the camera, right? And I got him. But he threatened me. He was going to call the police. He threatened me with that I wouldn't be allowed to get on the boat anymore. Oh yeah? Yeah, we'll see how that works out for you. So anyway, in more news. You remember the coronavirus insider trading probe with those 3 senators, and I think William Burr was one of them. All right, William Burr, I believe his name is, right? So feds dropped coronavirus insider trading probe of 3 senators. DOJ ended investigation of 3 senators involving coronavirus insider trading. They are still investigating Richard Burr. Excuse me, not William. Richard Burr. The trio sold a large amount of stocks before the market crashed. You see how they skate? You see how they skate out the back door? The senators, because they're more important than you. Martha Stewart went to jail, sat in a prison cell over that shit. She sat in a prison cell, and Richard Burr and his other 3 senators are carefree. And as a healthy aside, I can't tell you just how wonderful the sand feels on my feet right now. I'm walking barefoot on the sand on this glorious day in America, on a foggy day, and that's okay. On a foggy day, that's okay. But the weather is nice, it's not raining. And this is really what time it is, people. It's time to embrace the new normal and find your own niche. People are going to make themselves very, very sick and very angry and very crazy. Sitting alone, sitting in their own head, watching the wrong information, watching, crazy TV. Pump them full of fear for whatever reason. Oligarchs want people separated. That's what they want, right? Keep them apart. Keep them apart. So, another headline I saw, coronavirus is the new HIV. According to Chinese study, it cripples the immune system. It's a flu. It's gone. Please, 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 please. Please. It's crippling people's immune systems because they won't come out, and they're sucking in their own carbon dioxide via a shitty old mask. Right? Here's an interesting clip I liked. 43% of Brits in Britain claim. Where else would they be? 43% of Brits, hello Brits, claim they have changed for the better during the lockdown. 43%, that's pretty big. What about the other 57%? They changed for the worst. All right, so I guess we're going to see a divide between those who are, the healthy got healthier, Me, I got healthier. I'm healthy and I got healthier. I lost a little weight. I exercise more. I eat a little better. I work a little more. I feel better. I'm in the percentile of everything changed for the better. Right? And 43% of the Brits found it too. They say, many found new habits and activities, including podcasts, new computer skills, online fitness classes, and walking outside. Woo! Walking outside. What a beautiful day out. This is what you have to do, folks. You got to get outside, man. Enjoy yourself. So, 54% said they could function, or they couldn't function without a computer. That's pretty interesting. 54% said they couldn't function without a computer. I would definitely be in that category. Although I think that I would survive. I would overcome that. But the fact is, who's not going to have a computer? What are we, suddenly out of computers in the world? No more computers? So that's really an uninteresting fact. 64% said smartphones were critical. And 57% said they couldn't go without TV. Those are the sick ones. I think that's the statistic right there. That's the divide right there. 57% of people said they couldn't go without a TV. And that's about the same. There's the other 43% said their lives are better. And 57% said they couldn't go without a TV. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Put the fucking TV down. Amazing, right? Amazing. It's the TV corrupting people to the core. And here's the last headline. This is kind of ugly and very, very sad, and it was actually very predictable. Psychiatrists wrote 86% more prescriptions for psychotropic drugs during lockdown months, including antidepressants. March-April, that's March-April statistics as compared to January and February. So in January and February, everything was cool, and in March-April, an 86% bump in psychotropic and antidepressant medication. Stress of employment, social isolation, and health concerns were among the reasons stated. So, Marcus Conte reporting. I hate to say I was right. But we got some warriors on the bikes here. What the hell is this all about? It's becoming like it's really 1984. What the hell was that? Those are park department guys on buggies. Wow. So just like 9/11, where every Arab was suddenly became a terrorist, and every empty package was a bomb, and on and on and on about 9/11, and we need more police, and we need more counter-terrorist organizations, and all of this billion dollar move towards making people safe again. Guess what? We're right back where we started. We are right back where we started. Maybe not in your neck of the woods, but New York looks like it's the experiment. It does look like they're experimenting here, where it's still locked down. I was in Manhattan yesterday, and boy, was that depressing. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just people are in limbo. They're stuck. They're trapped. There's going to be a major health crisis in America, and even though the virus is gone and it's likely to never come back, that the problems health-wise that we face as a nation, as a people, is really a result of decreased immunization of their own doing by staying away from people and antisepticizing every surface they touch and wearing a mask when they sleep. I wonder if there's some people that actually try to wear a mask while they eat. Right? That would be funny, right? Because if you're sleeping and you're doing everything else with a mask on, what about eating? Why don't you just try with eating? Why fuck it? Why not? Just eat with it, right? So Marcus Conte reporting from this glorious Far Rockaway location where one is still allowed to walk on the beach. There was a sign that said no swimming, but I can tell you now there's nothing holding me back if I want to jump in the ocean. It's cold. That's some cold water right there. That's some cold, maybe 60-degree water, 55-degree water. That's pretty cold. The water warms up here in September. That's after a long, hot summer. That's when the water is the warmest. So I'm going to spend the next few hours hanging out on the beach over here. I'll pick up some seashells. Maybe I'll build a sand castle. Look at all the very cool shells. Hello, shells. You wonder what each one of these shells, what kind of life they had, right? Hello, clam. Did you get to see things in the world? Was your life clammy? These are some really cool shells here too. Look. I guess that's like an oyster or something. People need to connect with nature again before it's too late. People need to connect with nature again before it's too late. Marcus Conte reporting.